Cool. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into our very first episode of Slut Monkey. That's the name we're choosing for now. I think I want to change it to Cow Husk because it got a great reception by a lot of people.
Cow Husk?
Cow House.
Cow House.
Ouch.
All right.
Okay, but if you do that, then it can't be used for anything else.
That's right. Damn it. So we have a lot of thinking to do.
As for now, it's Slut Monkey.
Exactly. We'll just stick with Slut Monkey, and I got a lovely bunch of Slut Monkeys with me right here.
Fans of the podcast, you are now Slut Monkeys.
So over here we have Kevin. How are you, Kevin?
I am good.
Kevin Bransford. He's a local comedian and improviser.
Very good comedian. My favorite.
He's his favorite comedian.
And his hair is also great.
It is great. And we also got Jess, her bangs look on fleek, as the kids say.
So sweet.
Jess, eat that microphone.
Hi.
Pull it towards you. It's probably easier.
Get it.
Like that.
There you go.
Very, very close.
No, pull the whole thing. The whole thing. There you go. That's easier.
And that's that's Jess, everyone. So, and then we got over here we got Scotty on the board. Scotty Dog.
Scotty.
Hey everybody.
Scotty
Dog.
Dog.
Improviser / musician. How many bands are you in?
I am in one band that doesn't do much.
Cool.
Wait, two bands
So you are a real
that don't do much.
musician.
Yeah. When is our thing?
Hey, we'll get it going.
We gotta talk about it.
Yeah, we gotta talk about it.
No, really, I'm like in one band made out of two bands that aren't do. So like one whole band.
Ah, gotcha.
And they're like two half bands.
That's awesome.
Sometimes are functional.
Maybe one day they will all collaborate with one another and make a super band.
Ew.
I would just be cool if one of them did. That'd be pretty awesome.
I'd love to get on stage, guys. And then we got my co-host, which is Dylan. How are you, Dylan?
Hello, I'm good. Thank
He's
you.
been troubleshooting this entire time.
Yep.
This is
Trouble chat.
We had 2 or 3 things that we knew we were gonna run into, and we ran into it, but
So
that's fine.
let's describe those in detail so the audience is thoroughly bored.
Yeah,
by
so
this,
there's a delay function that is radicalized with the. I'm making up words
Okay,
now.
forget it, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
So chose radicalized. I just want everyone to.
Good improvising.
So I've been sitting here for quite a while. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna start adjusting because
Fidgeting.
all my legs have been
We're gonna be
asleep.
Would you like a pillow for your butt?
I asked for Jess's pillow, the one she sleeps on, so I can lay my ass on.
And I said I don't want pink eyes. So
It's true, yeah. She would be getting brown eyes.
So Phil, what's this podcast about?
Let's get into the nitty gritty. I'll just give a quick little overview. We're just gonna be talking. We're all friends, but we all don't hang out and talk nearly as much. We talk a lot about improv, but we're just gonna talk about whatever. And that's probably gonna lead into a series of short little improvised scenes that we're gonna do. I might just throw them randomly. It's gonna be a little loose, just so we can kind of feel out what works for everybody. But it's gonna be fairly simple, fairly straightforward. I think we're all have a good time. Trying to talk over everybody. And if I'm talking, you better shut up because I'm the best and the king. Thank you guys.
Good night.
He is in the middle.
Can we get a little bit of God voice in here?
Yes. Jesus. Can we hear
Hello.
you? And our special guest suggester, we got Wes. How are you doing, Wes?
Wes is also not just our audience member and suggester, but our guest producer today. So thank you so much, Jess.
Thank you,
or
Wes.
Wes, yeah.
And if you want to see Wes do improv too, go see the Phil and Wes show this Friday.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Cool. I'm very nervous.
7:30 p.m.
Thank you.
Thanks, God.
At the box.
Thank you. Jesus will be there at the Box Theater. Thank
Gold.
you. Second in gold. What is that zip code again?
8.
It's just
8.
8.
Zip code 8.
294. All right. So I did have a topic that I wanted to bring up. We might have gotten a little bit into it because we were waiting for a while. But what did you guys ever do? What is the worst thing you've ever done to your mother or father? I am asking because
I remember. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just asking because it's like I remember being younger, and I don't think I ever really was that horrible of a child for a while. But I'm just interested in other people's experiences because it's like when I see like parents like talk about their kids, it's like they have like a meltdown when they realize they're not perfect or they're not as good as they thought they were, and it's just like, oh my God, who are we? What kind of parents are we? It's just interesting.
I remember the first time I called my mom a bitch.
Oh,
that's not a very funny story though. So, but
That's
I'll tell you the funny one.
The first of many times.
Yeah, that did imply that I called her that a lot. No, that was like maybe I don't know. I'm actually generally pretty nice to my mother. Jessica can attest to that.
Sure.
All right. But I'll tell you a funny one that was with my father. We were I don't know, messing around in the living room. I don't know if we were like wrestling or something. Me and my father. I think it sounds weird. I don't know. But
as long as you had clothes on, it was okay.
well, we'll see. So my dad likes to drink a lot. This was when I was like 16. So this is over 10 years ago that this happened. Maybe I was like 15. But anyways, my sister and mom were sitting on the couch, and me and my dad were like messing around, and he was just kind of like stumbling all over the place. And I thought it'd be funny to pants him. And it was at a like age. I don't know. Did you guys all go through the age of pantsing?
No.
Nobody. Just me. Seriously. The age of pantsing between 2007 and 2000.
Is that one of Freud's stages of development?
So hot.
Yeah, it's oral fixation, something, and then
I thought you
anal
meant
phase.
This is the anal phase.
Anal phase.
anal phase,
There you go.
and then his
Literally a
pants. Yeah,
phase.
So you never left that phase.
I never left the
Still-
anal, so I went to go pants my father in the living room, and I got everything accidentally. So I grabbed his pants, his shorts, and his underwear, and I remember again he's drunk, so he's like, "What? Like what happened?" And he looks down and realizes he's naked, and then he looks up at me, and then he looks at his wife and child, his daughter, and stands there for like a little too long.
It took a little too long for him to process what was
But
going
we're
on.
all cracking up.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was funny to all of us. I don't know about to him. He may still have scarring,
Yeah.
but that was a good time.
Yeah, he lost all respect that day.
This is the last time I called him dad.
We were on a first name basis after that.
Chuck.
Hello, John. Chuck.
His name isn't Chuck, but from that point forward, he was Chuck to me.
More salt in the wound there.
Do
How
any-
how about you, Dylan? I don't know too much about
Kevin,
you.
you mean?
Kevin?
I'm sorry. You guys are just like so close.
We're the same
I always
person.
think you two.
You two look different.
Well, I often. Yeah.
Kevin and I were comedy partners for a long time
Comedy
until
were?
Brothers in comedy.
brothers in comedy until he left me and became much better at all of them.
Not better at all. No.
Yeah, I'm okay with it though.
Oh, yeah.
No.
You got a whole successful podcast network, so
You have a-
or
yeah.
a streaming network.
I don't
Woo!
know that.
It's true.
I just show up
He just
sometimes.
You're just the talent.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you're
He's
all
just the
talent.
one who makes it funny. I'm sorry. It's
You
okay,
have all
Kevin.
the
Yeah.
cameras though.
So Kevin, back
Kevin,
to you.
yeah. Do you have? I don't know too much about like your family life and like your whole
I mean,
living situation.
I could get into it.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure I want to.
It's fine. Whatever you're comfortable telling, but just so you know,
Mhm.
truth is funny. So
Yeah,
if you
truth in
want to
comedy.
if you want to keep up that hilarity right now that
Mhm.
you're known for.
Like I just
Any specific story that you have about like your mom and dad? That's something Did you ever pull down your
when
dad's
I was-
pants? Is what
no, I
wanted
never
to
pulled down my
Okay,
dad's
all right.
pants.
All
because
right,
that's
stop
gross.
talking.
How about
Then.
your
Stop.
mom?
I
And
did
I'm
pull down my
bored.
mom's pants. No. I don't know. I just remember like once we had like these toy handcuffs, like metal handcuffs.
Go
and we were
on.
messing around. No, this is
Kevin.
no. Shut up. And so we put the handcuffs on my dad because it was just like a game that we were playing. He was the bad guy or whatever. But then we lost the key. And I don't know, like nowadays, like they have like a little clip on them that you can like unlock it.
Yeah.
You don't need the key.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't think they had it on these ones. I don't know where we got them
They were
from.
real.
They may have been.
Sure, from
no, they
Mom
were
and
like
Dad's
a
drawer.
Yeah.
like a
They were
hardy
fuzzy. They were
plastic.
fuzzy.
A hardy plastic.
Yeah, for Halloween, the cops were just handing out handcuffs instead of candy.
Here you go, you little rascals.
Here you go, kids. Knock yourself out.
Take a nightstick. And I just remember my dad like full on panicking because he couldn't get the. Jesus. And so like eventually just like adrenaline kicked in and he like ripped them
Wow.
off.
Oh my
And then
God.
he like threw them on the roof so we couldn't play with them anymore because
After he destroyed him, he
they
made
were already
sure
destroyed,
you couldn't
but
see
then he
him
was just
anymore.
really bad.
That's why
He
we
was
can't have
just-
nice things.
Get out of here!
yeah, he was just like have outbursts like that. That were
Oh, that's
funny
cool.
sometimes.
So like you weren't really like a terrible child.
no,
other
we
than
were.
that
I
one
was very
instance?
well behaved.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Uh,
Are you the oldest again?
No, I'm the middle.
You're the middle
of
child.
5.
Of course.
Five.
Middle kids, am I
Wow.
right, guys?
Right.
Am I right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I'm the oldest.
Oh, that's right. Me too.
Whatever.
All right, so now we're going to do a little thing called conducted story. So I'm just going to point to each of these improvisers here, and they're going to continue the story, taking off right where the other one left off. And hey, Jesus or God, Can I get a suggestion of a story that you've always wanted to hear
Regarding family.
regarding family?
Did you die? God?
God.
Are you
not
there,
what
God?
you
It's
say
me,
there.
Margaret.
Oh, I just heard him
Sorry,
say,
I
oh.
forgot I was God.
We'll call you Wesley
I
God.
was checking all of this, all the inputs.
How are they doing?
Wesley, you always need to be the producer.
Yeah, you're never leaving that room.
We need to get like a seperate camera on it. we
Webcam.
can just tune in.
We actually can do that, yes.
We wanted to do that.
Can we get a
What the hell
suggestion?
kind of suggestion do you need?
We need the title of a story you've always wanted to hear. Something like the Moonless Night or Chester, the Crazy Wasp.
Can we do one regarding family? Since that
something
was
regarding
the
family?
theme?
If you were paying attention, you would know that.
I'm stuck under a log and my dad won't get me out.
So we'll just go with the simple story of I'm stuck under a log. All right.
Is he being picked up?
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
Are you guys ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
So Brent was walking through the forest one day with his father, and this was something they did every summer, and it was one of the things Brent looked forward most every year. And they were in a new wooded area that had just been planted, in the forest, and
And as they passed through this new patch of little saplings, they happened upon a family of badgers, and they looked at them and said, "Hey, isn't this cool? These little badgers."
Get out of my forest! What are you doing in my forest? You're stepping all over my house. My house made of wood.
And trees, leaves. Get out of here. Why are you stepping all over my little eggs, my badger eggs?
And Brent's father was not one to be talked back to, so he proceeded to beat the crap out of the father of the badger family. Because
Okay.
Did I ruin that?
You only made it better. So this is a pretty interesting story. We're gonna go ahead and skip a few chapters ahead to chapter 17 of I'm Under a Log.
Chopper.
Chapter 17.
They had found the Badger Kingdom,
Nice.
and it was glorious. There were badgers of all kinds. There were jazz badgers. There were, beatnik badgers. There were hippie badgers.
And there were also President Nixon badgers. It was a period piece down there. And that's when Brett's father looked at him and he said, "We're gonna fuck all their shits up." Them badgers.
We're gonna experience World War III. So he took out his nightstick and started scrambling up.
All their eggs. Are badgers from eggs? I don't know. And he wiped out an entire generation.
Of badgers, and it would take years and years for the badger community to rebound. At least 20 years, where they'll be up to
3 million badgers because they mate very fast.
All right. This is taking an interesting turn. Badger genocide. I like it. I like where this is going. So now we're going to complete this story, and we're going to do it in a genre. That's right, guys. We're going to do it in a certain genre. Hey, Jesus. God.
Holy Spirit.
Hey.
Can we get a genre of book? Something like romance or like a murder mystery or a comic book.
Let's do like House on the Prairie.
House on the Prairie, so like a Western?
Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, Little House.
Western? Little
I think it was like a Western.
Yeah. So
Okay.
It was old timey.
Old timey. We're gonna do an old timey Little House on the Prairie sort of deal. So we're gonna end this on chapter 19. Everyone ready?
God damn it. I didn't think I'd have to fuck this much to get the population back up to sorts. I'm getting
getting too old for this sort of shenanigans," said the Grandmaster Badger, who had taken it upon himself to repopulate the prairies where the badgers now roamed, since they were kicked out of their kingdom by the cruel human
bastard Brett and his father. they had a statue erected in their town square to remind them of the evil men that did this to them, and they would never forget. So the Grandmaster Badger
decided that he would venture out of the kingdom and get his revenge on the humans. So he left the badger hole with 5 eggs in hand so he could have backup. And then he went
To the Grandmaster Human, Papa
Giorgio.
Papa Giorgio owned a pizza chain, local pizza chain. And he would have to he couldn't track down the Brent family because, he didn't have the resources that humans do. So he would make an example out of Papa
Giorgio. And what he would do is he would hatch the eggs and make them eat pizza for days and days and days.
And that's exactly what happened.
All right. So I don't know exactly what happened.
Because being force-fed pizza, as much as that sounds really cool, we all have our limit.
Exactly.
Right.
They're going to ruin like a good thing.
Yeah.
So,
And it's
that's
the
why
best
it's
way to
like-
get revenge on someone.
It's true. And
You
I
just
don't
eat
think
pizza and then you vomit it
Or
up.
whatever they love to
Everywhere.
eat, just give it to them.
Yeah.
Give it to them. It's like,
you
is that all
feed those
want?
badger eggs. Oh,
Right.
They hatched,
everything.
though.
They did
first.
hatch.
Were we both thinking of the Santa Claus? Papa
Santa
Giorgio?
I was thinking of Gremlins for some reason.
Papa Giorgio?
That was the fake name that Rusty used in Vegas Vacation. Did anyone see that?
Oh, yeah. I
Papa
remember that.
Giorgio.
Yeah.
It was the hottest Audrey.
Yeah.
Um,
Was that the one who was murdered?
No, that
was
was
a
the
different one, right?
European.
That was
vacation.
it, yeah.
Was she murdered? She
She would kill herself.
She
Yeah,
killed
that was
herself.
it.
She killed herself.
So she murdered herself, which is always funny.
Right. So there was a murder, just of
Her soul was murdered. Anyway, so
Let's talk about that.
let's go back.
Improv on that.
Yeah.
God, what do you think about suicide?
Are you for it?
For it or against it? Oh yeah, I guess we could ask God. Hey God,
Hey!
what do you think about suicide? Not that it's a funny or light issue, but what do you think?
Hey, I wrote the Bible, didn't I?
What does that mean?
There's a whole passage in it.
What does it say?
Says,
Thou shalt not kill thyself.
you thinking about getting that gun that's right there? You thinking about putting that in your face and pulling the trigger? Well, don't. Because if you do, you're going to come meet me. And I'm going to shoot you with my own gun. And then you're going to go down to hell. And then the devil's going to be like, hey, come here. I've got a gun.
I remember that passage. Thank you.
Yeah.
The book of
Heartwarming.
Timothy,
Corinthians 8.
Oh, God.
Chapter 9.
It's one of the newer translations.
Yes. So let's get back to the topic at hand. So we heard from these two. Scott, how about you? Is there anything,
The worst thing I ever did to my parents.
or just like something that they're like, oh, Scott, like, oh,
Oh, Scott.
man.
Oh,
Oh,
Scott.
Scott.
Scotty.
right there, Scott. Yes.
That just
I
made
really
me
wanna know
realize
that
like
one.
kids that are named after their like a son that's named after their father, like if you were a
like
Scott
a
Jr.
junior?
or something,
Yeah.
and then you walk past your bedroom, your parents' bedroom having sex, and they're yelling, and she's yelling Scott
Senior.
Senior. Yeah,
Scott
she
Senior.
Scott
Scott
Senior.
Senior.
Scott Senior.
Well,
Does that happen?
Going Scott, and then my dad
You
was
can
like,
bet what?
Be more specific. It's weird.
Which one? Yeah.
Our
Honey, you can't
boy?
do that anymore.
Oh boy.
My dad's name.
Not
is,
my
is-
boy.
Is Charlie. I'm not a junior.
Uh-huh.
I'm my own
Charlie
man.
Brown?
Yep.
Oh Is your last name Brown?
Really?
Yeah.
Do you call him Chuck?
Wow.
No, I call him Dad.
Lame.
My grandmother, his mother, called him Chuck. But yeah, and he was born kind of roughly the same time that Peanuts started as a comic strip. It just
Oh, okay.
hadn't been hugely successful.
Yeah, yeah.
So like he was maybe 5 or 6, and all of a sudden, Charlie Brown.
Yeah. And then like he had to live with that for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
And he's to this day.
Wah, 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 wah.
But I didn't do that to him.
You just removed a football from
Right.
his.
Hey, Dad, you want to go kick the old bitch?
That was his expectations. He wanted you to be a football star, and you ripped that right from him. You're like, I'm a musician, father.
There is a funny photo of me as a baby, like on the ground, and one of my first gifts from one of my uncles was a football, and it was like the size of me because I'm a baby, and they put it right next to me, and it was like, you're gonna be a football player one day, there, boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you got the gumption or whatever, and I was like, no.
Not what happened.
Even as a baby.
No gumption.
Probably the worst thing
stripes.
I ever did. The worst thing I ever did to my parents was probably I went and met up with a friend. This was maybe
Sorry. Trying to get your face in. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Start smacking you.
this was maybe high school. I met my friend who lived in the neighborhood at a park, and then we went behind our old elementary school and we got high. And then we went over to my house and we played not F-Zero, but Wipeout on the original PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
It's like a hovercraft game.
Yeah, it's similar to F-Zero.
Exactly.
I know exactly what
Very,
you're talking about.
And if you do like a first person, and we're just like, we're high, let's go play a 3D video game.
Yeah.
Cool. And then
Let's go play our Atari.
Right.
Beep, beep, beep. It's like I said, let's go play a 3D video game.
3D video game.
And we high-foved, and then we went home.
Uh-huh.
That's how I don't know English. English is a living language.
Uh-huh.
What did you do to your dad?
And did he catch you?
No, they did. My parents, we reeked of pot.
Yeah.
Like we weren't smart about it.
Yeah. Was that the first time you ever got high then?
It was early on. It was one of the first times.
One of the first few.
The first time I had pot, it was before my confirmation class.
Ooh. Have you ever seen A Serious Man? The
No, I have
Coen
not.
brothers?
I have
Okay.
not. Okay. I will now. But yeah, and then I got reamed for that.
Were they just like, did you give you that thing of just like, we
See,
just
yeah.
thought better of you or something
Yeah,
like that?
I
Where it's
got-
like a guilt trip.
Yeah, and that was way more effective.
Yeah, like that's fucked up when that happens.
Oh yeah, and so I just got like a disappointed. I don't even think I was grounded or anything. It was just like, oh Scott.
Yeah.
You
You were
piece
going
of
to be a
shit.
footballer.
You were going to be a footballer. You had the gumption.
You had...
Oscar Avila from Facebook says, where do you shoot this? We shoot this out of a living room in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
That's true. Where's
Yep.
this
Living
guy
room.
from, huh?
I don't know who Oscar Avila is from, but he is on
Dylan's
Facebook.
living
Oh, you do?
room.
Yeah. He's an improviser.
Oh,
around.
very cool.
I've seen him
Local?
at the
Yeah.
student showcase
He's
a
always
few times.
he's always there at the box, so like he's always there for
Is he a part of
Steve.
the Steam team?
Oh yeah, Oscar. I
Yeah.
think you are part of Steam, aren't you?
We'll find out.
Or maybe not, but I've seen you
Saturday.
at shows a lot.
Randy's also watching. Hey, Randy.
Hi, Randy.
Hey!
Are you guys actually going to be going to Steam?
I
this
want to check it out.
Yeah, we got to watch it.
wanna check
At
it
some
out.
point.
Yeah. I just want to know because if you guys aren't going, I'm not
Well,
going.
I'm definitely going to go when Marty's performing, and I don't think he's performing this weekend because he's gone.
Oh.
So, do you have a story about your parents, Jess?
A lot of my stories are kind of sad
Cool, I love
rather
sad
than
stories.
funny.
I thought you were going to say
But
sexy
I'm-
because you do have
I
a
love
sexy
sexy
one.
sad ones.
No, I have no
Sad,
sexy
sexy.
ones. I mean, my mom and I got in a fist fight once. It was really
Oh,
kind
wait,
of bad.
you and your mom?
My mom and I, yeah.
How old were you?
But when I say fist fight, it's like a very loose interpretation of a fist fight because it was more like girl slaps.
Uh-huh.
But
You got into like a chick fight.
yeah,
so
we got into a chick fight, and
No,
I
I
was
imagine you guys like old school, like Irish.
Put on the
It was
Put him
Like-
up, you dizzy dame.
it was on
It
the
was like
stairs.
these backward punches.
Yeah.
hashtag
She was.
Tuesday.
I was being a rebellious teenager and like just being a jerk.
Well, how
and
old were you again? So
I was probably
right
like
in your
18,
teens? Okay.
17 maybe. And she just like didn't like what I had to say anymore and was tired of hearing me talk. And
Oh,
then she like
snap.
slapped me and then I slapped her back and then it turned into
Oh,
like something
shit.
bad. And that was the worst time that I've ever had with my mom.
Wow.
Do you think it was just because like you're trying to like grow up and like do
Yes.
your own thing
Yes,
and like
she
she's just
didn't
like
want to let me do
Yeah.
what I wanted to do, which was probably a good thing in hindsight. But yeah, that was a bad situation. I think I drove off in my car, like went to Starbucks and like chilled out after that, and then I came back and
Venti
we,
latte,
we,
please.
like,
Give me a venti.
Yeah.
Latte.
Making it double. I just got in a fight
Extra
with
chocolate.
my mom.
Yeah. Give me a chocolate chip cookie.
And then I think I went back home, and then we like, of course, it was only like a few hours later, and she was like, "I was so worried about you." And I was like, "I'm sorry."
That's never
And you guys,
Yeah, and then we like hugged, and everything was fine again. So.
Was your dad not around to like?
No,
or, like,
I don't
just
think he was
stayed out of it.
home.
It's like, ooh,
I don't think he was
Let
home, but
them
most of
handle
the
it
time he
themselves.
was smart.
Just
He
reading
stayed
the
out of
paper
it.
in the corner. You girls.
Yeah, so that was pretty bad. But yeah. And then I think the other thing was really short, like when I was probably 2.5. My brother was. I was.
Really?
like, where's
That's
this going?
early. Disappointing.
Yeah. Listen, guys, I was jealous because we were. My brother had just been born. We were in like the
yeah,
labor
yeah.
and delivery area,
Yeah.
and my nanny was there with me, and she was all like, goo goo gaga over my brother, and
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like all jealous and stuff. So
I hate how they
I
patronize
lift.
babies.
I know,
Yeah.
right? I was like, "Oh, you're so cute. Stop it." And I was like used to being the only child at that point, so I was
Yeah,
jealous.
fuck you, Justin.
So I lifted her dress up
If you're there.
and like
Oh.
flashed her underwear to like
I
everyone.
was like, was she not wearing any
in the waiting room.
It was
I
like
don't
a
know.
Dylan situation. Like you
I don't
ripped
know.
her.
I don't know
underpants
whether
off.
she was or wasn't. I don't remember. I've just been told this story.
Oh, okay.
That
She
I
was
did
a
this.
swinger. And
Yeah.
she-
And my parents got upset with me and were like, "Hey, stop doing
At
that."
least you got into a
Fist fight? Yeah, that was their
Yeah.
first fist fight.
But it was just adorable. Then.
Yeah.
So
As we
yeah,
slapped her around.
that was my first rebellious act.
We're now going to take you to a scene where Scott and Dylan are now going to be talking. At any time during this scene, I can say new choice, and they're going to take back the last thing that they said and replace it with something entirely new. Do you guys know how to do the example part of it? It'll look something like this.
When I make breakfast in the morning, I use eggs.
New
Nope.
choice. It was the wrong example. But yeah, you got it, okay.
I've never played this one before.
Oh, you've never played new choice?
I've never played this one, New Choice.
That's pretty easy. It's pretty simple.
I've seen it. I've
Yeah,
seen it a
yeah.
bunch, yeah.
It's just basically just we're just gonna break here the fourth wall a little bit, but
Yeah.
just basically when you're doing it, just you don't always have to follow the same pattern. So it's like I hate you, mom. New choice. I hate you, dad. New choice. I have a odd fixation on Lady Gaga's feet. Something like that. You just always want to mix it up like that.
I will use that
It's not the same.
exactly.
Got it.
Please do that. So
It's the same thing as ding. Is it ding?
Oh yeah, it is ding. Yeah.
Got it.
It's just I don't have a bell, so I'm just gonna say new
We need a
choice.
bell.
Hey, God, can you ding?
God.
No, don't ding.
God's
No.
a-
Don't ding us, God.
Got it in
Get a
control.
little crazy.
Yeah,
Hey
it's
God,
like
can we get a suggestion for two people? Something like let's get a relationship between two people. God's on
Sorry,
top
Wes.
of it.
Bible
Wes.
salesman.
Let's do the giant polar bear and the little girl in the golden compass.
Oh.
He's
So
looking at my
let's
poster in
do-
the office.
Is that too
It's a good
specific for you guys?
relationship.
Is that too specific?
Have
or
you
guys
seen
got
this
it?
movie?
I've never seen the Golden Compass.
You don't have to do that exact
Perfect.
scene. You just have to do
Just
so
a
whatever
girl
inspires you from
and a polar
A
bear.
girl and a polar
and
bear.
polar bear. And begin.
Ooh, you're fluffy.
Thank you for noticing.
Oh my God, you talk.
Yes, I am a magical polar bear being.
New choice.
I am a man in a bear suit.
Oh, well, you seem nice.
All men in bear suits are nice.
Can I know there's a lot to ask for, but can I ride you?
New choice.
I know there's a lot to ask for, but can you ride me?
New choice.
I know there's a lot to ask for, but can I see your babies?
You want to see my polar bear babies?
Your taller, yeah, in the like I have to climb over this zoo fence, but
Absolutely, yes. Come see my babies.
all right, I'm climbing. Hold on.
You'll be their first visit.
Hold on.
New choice.
Hold on.
New choice.
Hold on.
People love that fence.
All right, I'm over.
Some people don't take it over the fence. They just stay on.
No, I've made it. I've made it over. It was good at the top, but I had an objective, and
I understand. Come see the babies.
can I see the
New
babies?
choice.
Yes. Come over here for no apparent reason.
New choice.
Would you like to see me eat food?
Are you gonna like Mama Bear, baby?
Yes.
You're gonna feed it from your mouth?
It's 3 p.m. and I need to chew up this fish and give it to my baby panda pet, polar bear.
Wait,
Mix them all together.
you had baby panda bears?
New choice.
Wait, your kids are black?
Well, on parts of their body.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we're an evolved state, men and polar bear.
New choice.
Men who pretend to be polar bears.
New choice.
Men who just like being around baby bears.
New choice.
Men who sneak into zoos and tell people that they're bears.
New choice.
Men who like to spit fish into baby bears' mouths.
New choice.
Men who are going to kill you now that you're over their fence.
Wait, you were so nice earlier.
Yeah. You were on the other side of the fence. I got you over here now.
Well, but you helped me down. I thought you were a good bear.
I didn't want you to get hurt. That's my job.
I'm hiding behind the baby bears now.
New choice.
I grab a baby bear and I hold a pencil up to its neck.
New choice.
I can hear God laugh.
That's it.
I'm gonna fucking do it.
I'm gonna fucking do it. How did you get a pencil into a zoo? Oh, I knew I shouldn't have been sketch arting.
Okay, I'll say this at the end of the podcast. Never mind.
Oh, what? You can go ahead.
I just want to say, this is the first time, probably for all of us. I don't know. For doing improv, in front of a
Sitting
microphone,
down.
sitting down, not moving.
Yeah.
Weird.
No, not new for you. You've done this before.
Of course.
Because you're a veteran.
Oh, fair.
But new for the rest of us.
Yeah.
And there's something I don't know why I'm already falling in love with it.
Yeah, I love. Yeah,
It's
I love
freeing.
seeing you guys just do that, having fun with it. It's now I'm climbing over the fence
Yeah.
because it's we're used to just showing, not telling, and this one is definitely you have to.
And you're
do
always
that.
worrying about what you're doing with your body and what part of the stage
Yeah.
are you at and what kind of object work are you doing.
Yeah.
You
It's
don't have to
just-
worry about all that.
Yeah, it's just fun
nice.
because it's the new choice. I
I
just
just
now I got the bear in a headlock and I'm choking it to pieces. So, cool. That was awesome, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool.
That was fun.
Let's see. That was my only topic because we wasted everything else by just talking what we were
Prior.
reading.
You guys should have seen it.
It was pretty good.
It was a
real
good
good.
conversation.
I do have
I'm
a
sure you could
story
think of something else.
similar to Jessica's.
Ooh, let's hear
Ooh,
it.
let's
because
hear
okay, so I was also very jealous when my sister was born
Uh-huh.
because I was the youngest. I was 3.5, so I was pretty used to being the youngest. And
I've seen your sister. I get it.
yeah, no, you get it, right? She's way better.
Just a better person.
Yeah, you're right.
All
Jalen,
around.
right?
Yeah.
She's coming over later to hang out as comedy friends.
And so I remember when she was born and we went to go see her in the hospital for the first time. And can you hear me?
Is he good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. And it was I remember we got to the room and it was on maybe the 3rd or 4th floor or something. And everyone rushed over to go look at the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just so unimpressed. I just went over to the window to look out at the parking lot because I thought it was really cool that we were on the 3rd floor. And they were come see the baby. And I was like,
Floor.
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a jump.
I'm gonna.
I'm so.
Wait, you
deep.
remember this?
Degas.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah, yeah.
3?
And then I remember when they brought her home from the hospital, and just looking in her car seat and she was just asleep, and I was like, "Is that all there is to it?"
I don't see the big deal here.
Yeah. And apparently, I don't remember doing this, but I used to hide her baby powder and diapers. And
Oh, really?
Just
Oh,
go put them
snap.
somewhere.
Oh my god.
Because I didn't like her for a long
I
time.
used to hide her formula so she couldn't
Want to
eat.
see how hard it is to have a baby?
Visine in her
This-
baby food.
Oh my god.
Let her get a little baby diarrhea.
not quite that.
Don't babies always have diarrhea though?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's pretty.
that was me. I
Pretty
did
standard.
that to her.
Are you an older? Are you? the oldest,
I'm
or
also
you-
a middle child, and I
A
also
middle
want to
child.
say that hello to Kendra.
Hi, Kendra.
Hi, Kendra.
Because she said Jess is badass, and then she took it back when
It was a slap fight?
When it was a slap fight,
Yeah,
I guess.
I don't know.
And then Randy Cooper says bravo. I'm assuming he's talking about our amazing
Yes.
zoo scene.
Of course, why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, a man in a bear costume. Comedy gold.
And then I was okay with it, and I went over the
I was like,
fence.
can I come over anyway?
I like how you tricked him into going over there so you could then kill him, maim him.
My brother's 10 years older, and my sister's 3 years younger. And oddly enough, I get it. Me and my brother are like, he's like one of my best friends. Like we get along and everything. And he is almost the same personality. He's probably better than me, actually. It's really funny because Jessica knew my brother before I knew my brother. No. Wait,
Oh, really?
She knew my brother
Older I
before.
am.
That's why I really knew my brother.
She was our babysitter, so.
She knew my brother before I had met her, and apparently she tells me that she had a crush on him. Oh, this is the first. Have we ever told Wesley this?
Hey,
I'm
God.
pretty sure.
Well, if not, hello, Wes. And so she had a crush on my brother, who again is 10 years
I
older.
think most people there did.
Yeah, my brother is he's hot shit,
Yeah.
as he likes to
Him
say.
If I were to go there,
Him and
would you
like
be
all
like,
the other
I'd
like
fall in love
Asian
with them?
bartenders there were like for some reason they were all really attractive.
They're attractive dudes. Anyways, and then I met Jessica, and it turns out Jessica just got like second servings, like just of the Garcia family, I guess. But that's okay.
like,
What
ooh,
DNA was
two for
left?
That is
Yeah,
a
what did- yeah,
running
yeah.
joke. It doesn't mean that it's true.
Aw.
Yeah.
So it's like you asked out his brother. He said no, so you got left.
Do you have
with-
a brother?
You got
She
second
said.
to.
He's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
I do have a brother.
He was already married.
I do that to
Jesus.
Jessica's brother too, though. I always tell him that I got with her to get to him.
Oh, really?
It makes him very uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's really cute because he tries to be like,
Yeah, he's not into it.
Yeah, I don't think I have any real like jealousy. Well, no, I had jealousy issues when I was a kid too because I'm the oldest. I just remember this one time, like you guys talking about it. My sister was having a party and like she just kept getting cool gift after cool gift. Like every gift she was getting, I was like, this is too much for her. Like, what? She doesn't deserve all these Barbies. Like, this is too much for her. And I just remember at one point, just like everyone's having fun in the backyard, like playing soccer or whatever, and I'm just like sulking to myself. So I like brought out the hose and I started like spraying to get mad. And so then I ran because I knew my mom was coming for me, and I locked the door. I locked them outside, and I just remember locking it. And she like knocked on it, and was like, who is it?
You asked her
She's
away?
like, yeah, and then she's like, opened the door, and then I blacked out because I got hit in the head. But no, I'm
Jesus.
just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I don't remember what. Yeah, and that's my first concussion. Anyway, we're now going to move on.
God, I thought you were serious for
No,
a
no,
second.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
much.
I don't remember much, but I
You
do
never
have this.
remember your first concussion.
I do have a large lump on my head. But anyway, we are now going to do something that I like to call option. We're going to have you two begin a scene, and I am going to have one of you guys enter the scene.
Why don't you enter the scene?
Do you know how to do it?
Yeah, options. So they do a scene, and then you're going to enter the scene, and it's kind of like new choice in that I can say I can
Like
freeze
there's a
the
little-
scene at any point and then say, all right, now a famous person's going to enter the room.
Yeah,
blah blah
watch, I
blah.
have it
Famous
somewhere.
person, that's right.
Yeah. Phil's going to enter the room as a famous person. Here's like the secret gets all the other ones. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Cool, cool.
Scott and
So
I
I'll
will
enter.
we'll go back and forth on this. I want to see you do some prov.
All right, cool.
All right, so God.
Wait
Wes,
till he turns
Hey,
on
hey,
his mic.
Hello, I'm back.
Yeah, I think we just found our new thing. Like, I just love the dynamic.
God,
of having
yeah.
God in the
And
other
we'll
room.
get a camera set up in
Okay,
there,
cool.
but yeah,
The God
at any
cam.
point, yeah, the God cam. God.
Yo.
Can I get a suggestion of a location that Kevin and Jessica might find themselves in?
Nevada Salt Plains.
Nevada Salt Plains. You guys know what that is?
no.
Yes.
but I will do
Figure
it.
it out.
Okay. All right. Nevada Salt Plains. It is. It
Slot
is.
machines there.
Yes. You're in barren wasteland desert. And begin.
Oh my God! I think we took a wrong turn back there somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell we are.
I thought I saw like a mirage back there.
Yeah, I thought I saw a Dairy Queen. That's why I started
Oh,
driving towards
shit.
it. And
You
I was
gotta go
like,
back
I
to that
want a
Dairy
Blizzard
Queen.
so bad. But then it just disappeared.
No.
I know, and now we're out of gas.
Oh God.
God damn it.
Oh God. Okay.
And freeze. God, what secret gift does or what secret or gift does Kevin have for Jessica?
He's got a big old blueberry bagel.
All right, God.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
You know, I think we're gonna be okay. Just for now. I got, at the continental breakfast at the
Yeah.
hotel earlier. I took a bagel.
Oh my God,
It's a
you
blueberry-
did?
Yeah, and I've been saving it. I don't know. I just thought maybe like on the road we might get hungry.
Oh my God. This looks. Let's cut it in half. Let's split it.
Yeah, I mean that's what I intended. I
only
wasn't gonna give you
fair.
the whole thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah.
I don't have a knife, so I'm just gonna rip it. Just rip.
Okay. Yeah, just as long as it's even because that's a little. It's fine.
God, it's
And
Really stale.
freeze. All right, God. Kevin is going to have a reaction to the next thing that Jessica says. What will that reaction be? Will he be appalled? Will he be happy?
He's gonna get super mad.
All right. Next thing Jessica says is going to make Kevin super mad.
this is so good, yet so stale. Oh,
Well, I'm sorry. We're in the freaking desert right now. We're like minutes away from death.
Look.
It's 100 degrees out here. I'm sorry I couldn't bring you a fresh bagel.
look, Bill. I'm not trying to say anything bad about the bagel. I appreciate you bringing the bagel.
Yeah, well,
okay?
Janet, it seems a little bit not grateful.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bill. I'm really grateful. We might die out here, and this is the only food that we might have, and so I appreciate it.
I think we should preserve our energy because we're probably gonna.
I
have to
think you're
hunt
right. I think
later.
you're right. We are.
Freeze. I just want to make sure you guys are in a car right now.
We are.
Oh, yeah.
We're out in
Sure.
the desert, or
Walking
We're
in the
standing
desert.
outside of the
Yeah.
car.
You're standing outside the
car.
car. Okay. God, someone enters as a famous person. That someone is Phil. What famous person is he?
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
There we go.
You don't have to yell.
Sorry, it's hard to hear on this thing, so I'm yelling at you guys.
He's just listening to the reverb.
you
So
know,
I'm like, yeah.
He's an angry god.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
You know, Bill. There is one other Bill that could get us out of this situation.
Poof! Hey there, guys. It's me,
Science!
Bill Nye the Science
Did
Guy.
you conjure him?
Real
here?
wrong.
Oh my God!
That's my theme song. Hey guys, how's it going? Oh, I have a I know how we
Mr.
can
Nye.
get you. That's right. I could get you guys out of here in a jiffy. You see, the weather is actually a giant thing that conducts energy.
Oh, Bill.
Bill. It's not that really. Oh, but it is a giant thing that conducts energy. So if we could utilize the power of the sun, we could get this car working and we can drive all the way back to Nevada.
Solar power?
I don't know, Janet. He seems a little like he has heat stroke. Maybe he's talking to himself.
But look at his bow tie. I mean, you always trust people that wear bow ties.
You're right. And we don't have a lot of options right now. Bill, we would appreciate.
Bill.
Okay, he's a little weird,
It's a
but
little bit-
we should still, try and
Freeze! Okay, so the rest of this scene will be in a type of music style. So it could be Latin fusion, it could be jazz fusion.
What do you got for us, God?
Oh, jeez.
He's stumped
be
the
like-
Lord.
You're a musician.
Jazz.
Jazz. All right.
Say, Bill, what you got in your coat there? Maybe you got some water.
I got some H2O for you guys, and it comes with complimentary fries. That's right. I got these all for you. Here we go. And I got some stew in my shoe.
It's a little hot for stew.
Sorry, I don't know where this went. Bebop.
That's it.
Ah, that was interesting.
That was
I'm really hungry, but stew? Oh, man.
I totally threw myself off rhythm too. I was like,
yeah, you were all off rhythm.
yeah.
But
Tried
like
for a
every
second.
good scene, it ended with a scat. So thank you, Jess.
I know, yeah.
But such is jazz.
Yeah.
You know, jazz goes off in different
That's
directions.
pretty free flowing.
It's like improv. you guys. It's like improv.
Yeah,
And I
it's
just want to
like
give a
improv.
special shout out to today's sponsor, the Phil and West Show. I want you guys to go to theboxabq.com where we have our tickets on sale. How much is it, God?
$8 whole dollars.
$8 whole dollars. And you can see us there.
God says that's a low price.
God says, God damn, that is a low price.
God damn.
Also, Gold Bond. Are your feet cracked
And,
and
smell
sweaty?
like-
Throw some gold,
Throw some Gold Bond powder on there.
Why, yes, they are. Anyway, I guess we'll get back
And
into Loot
Why-
Crate.
why not Loot
Hey, if they
Oh, yeah,
send us the
throw
Loot Crate, I'd enjoy one
That'd
of
be
those.
awesome.
So, did we ask you, Scott? Have you had any jealous moments with any of your siblings?
Jealous moments. I'm the youngest of two.
So there's 3 of you?
You're the baby.
Trolled.
Wait.
Oh
shit!
shit! Answer that. I don't know. My sister and I actually get along pretty well.
Like, you don't recall any moments where she was just like, oh, the damn Scott.
I don't
I
know.
hate this child.
I might have
Tried to
had
smother you with a pillow or anything.
Hey, if she did, I blocked it out, and now it's being regurgitated now for the first time. No, actually, I think we've had pretty good. I mean, we fought back and forth of just like minor things, but like not real jealous. I remember being jealous of like kids in my class, though.
Really?
And, like, I remember this is kindergarten.
Uh-huh.
A friend of mine, he brought
First and last name?
And is he on Facebook? Because we can link him now.
We'll tag him.
Clay
Aiken.
What?
Everybody.
Clay Aiken.
Clay.
He did okay for himself.
Uh-huh.
But he had a toy that he brought to class, to, like, I guess, show and tell or whatever.
Yeah.
And
hated those
I
kids.
remember, like, just showing what they had, telling about it. I really liked the toy, and I remember, like, trying to convince him to give me the toy. Like, I was jealous of this stupid. It was a California Raisins.
Oh, shit. How old are you again? Sorry.
Kindergarten.
That was Well, I guess it's saying something about me too, because
Scott,
I remember
it's
them
not
too.
that old.
I was bad.
Yeah, what was World War One like? You
Yeah.
old shit.
Was World War One.
That's what I saw down
Down in the
first
trenches.
limb. It was the old world WWF.
WW. We called it the Great War.
We just called it the Great War. We didn't know we'd have more wars after that.
We thought it would just be one and done.
Because it was terrible. We're like, certainly we'll learn our lesson after this. No.
Nope.
Anyway, I'm 35. But it was a wind up California Raisins thing that was like waddle or whatever. And I just like wanted, and I remember like taking him aside in class and like trying to convince him to give me this toy, and then I caught myself in the middle like, this is shit.
What am I doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah. You had like
As
a realization.
5-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, but
I think I've had those
never
moments
with my
too.
sibling though.
Wes put improv. Sorry. Trying to see if like he said if anyone said anything interesting or anything. That when you bring up like school and stuff like that, one of my vivid memories was spacing out in elementary school. I remember
For 8
like
years.
for like 8 solid years. That's probably why, because I remember spacing out the most in class when we were learning about vowels and letters and like the sounds they make.
I fucking hate vowels.
I was like, ugh,
So many of them.
why do we have to? Why can't you just make your own noise?
And sometimes why?
Fuck
Fuck why? Fuck why? Fuck why?
Yeah, he started. He incited riots.
I did a Wyatt. Anyway, I just remember like it was around Balloon Fiesta time, and like all the balloons were up, so I was just excited about it and thinking of different special shapes that they could come up with, and different like I wanted to have an elementary school balloon, but they'd have little kids on there too that could like run around. I don't know. I just remember them snapping at me like, Phil, pay attention, and I totally forgot what sounds A make. So
I was.
follows me to this day. Yes, it
Still
does
haven't
follow me
figured
to
it
this
out.
day. I have a problem with sounding out letters.
for those of you that aren't from Albuquerque, the balloon festival is referring to hot air balloons. We have a really
Yes, yes,
big
that's
video
true.
on Fiesta.
International Balloon Fiesta.
Yes.
is what
Biggest
they
in the
call it.
world.
I
The best in the world.
Best in the world as well.
Come
I,
at us.
Except you have to wake up at the
Wake up.
crack of dawn
But
to
fucking
get there.
Even earlier.
Worth
than
it,
that.
man.
when I was in 4th grade, my I had a lucrative business, and that business was sexual in nature. No, hey, we're on the same page. No, I was making pop-up books with Pokemon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
By yourself?
Because I learned how to draw the Pokemon because I was obsessed, and then I learned how to make little pop-up books. It was just like one page. I mean, it wasn't much of a book.
Yeah.
No, and it was like this big.
It was
I mean,
like
it was
you pull the tab and it's like
no,
like
no,
breathe
it didn't
fire,
do the
just
tab.
Just
squirted.
a simple just. Full
Yeah, just like opened up and yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
That is
And
pretty
so these kids would give me like quarters for them.
I'd charge more for that. That's
I know.
So I was
You were the king of the playground.
king of the playground.
Back
Coolest
when a
kid,
nickel
obviously.
could get you a pie and a picture flick.
A picture.
At the old Nickelodeon.
Back at the old Nickelodeon.
But what I was getting at was that I had my like little books, or I'm sorry, my little pop-up books on the corner of the desk, and then I had like Pokemon like memorabilia all like on my desk.
Yeah.
For that whole year, and it was like a little Pikachu tape dispenser and a little Jigglypuff stapler,
God.
and it was like it was insane. Yeah, Kevin's rolling his eyes because you weren't as cool as me. Anyways, I was also at the same time like not a good student generally. I got good grades, but I was always talking, or I was like, I mean, I'm basically the same person.
He's the class
He was always this joke.
And
all the Pokemon shit everywhere.
yeah, and
Where's Pikachu?
oh, he's over there. There's Pikachu over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking and chewing.
And I made my 4th grade teacher very, very mad. I'm not entirely sure what it was, but I was probably talking or something, and he came up to me and he got so mad he didn't know what to do, but you could see his like fists were like curling.
He was ready.
He was ready. Yeah, if I were
a little
if I were
older.
1 year older, he would have beat the shit out. No, he grabbed my Jigglypuff. I think that was the tape dispenser.
Motherfucker, that's like my
and
favorite guy.
threw it across the room,
Oh my
and
gosh.
it like broke, and everybody looked at him like.
No.
And then he told me to go pick it up.
Oh,
And then I went to the
injury.
office.
Yeah.
And then I went to the front office. I don't even remember what happened. All I know is that I was distraught for a while.
Jiggly.
to watch this like
Did you sing it
300-pound grown man just like fist my Jigglypuff and throw it.
I did
Fist
think
my
I don't know.
Jigglypuff,
Maybe not fist is not the right word, but you know what I mean.
and by Jigglypuff, I mean my genitals.
Yeah.
And fist, I mean grab.
And by office,
You're
I
talking a lot
mean
of
police
code here.
station.
Yeah.
How about you guys? Did you have any? How about you, Jess? Were you a class clown? Were you just like 30,
No,
flirty,
I
and
mean,
thriving?
I was always like the student that everybody like hated because I would like
teachers
take a test, and then I would like get like the highest score, and it would be curved, and they'd be like, "Really? The curve is like
You were that guy.
95."
You were
Ah,
the reason
fuck
I failed
you.
biology. by the
Yeah.
way.
So I was always that kind of annoying student.
Everyone say bye to Jess. This is our last time here.
But
She curved.
but I was very gullible, and I always like I had this one friend in elementary school that was like really controlling of me, and she would always like tell me what to do, and I would always listen. Well, one day we were outside on the playground, and there were these trees that had like this weird like gooey substance
sap.
coming
Sap,
out of
something
them.
like that.
Sap,
Probably
kind
sap.
of.
Yeah.
It was
Tree
like a white sap that looked
he
honestly
called
looked
it
like
tree-
semen.
yeah,
to be
tree
honest.
semen.
Called it tree
And she
cum.
was
They've
like,
just-
hey,
The guys haven't even.
Some
I
kid,
dare you
some
to eat
kid
that.
jerking off on a tree.
yeah. She's like,
tree
I dare you to
costume.
eat one of those like leaves with the sap. Like I
Oh,
want you to
really?
eat that. And I was like,
Your friend told you
dare
to?
me? And
Uh-huh.
she's like, yeah, do it. I was like, okay, fine. So we must have been in like 2nd or 3rd grade.
No, this seems
So I-
weird. You guys are talking about tree
I
cum.
take
Uh-huh.
I take the leaf, and I'm like, oh no, nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
My tongue and my entire mouth goes numb, and I'm like, shit.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like, what the hell did you just make me eat? We go to the nurse's office, and she's like, you're going to be fine. Just why did you do that? And I'm like, she told me to do it. She's like, do you listen to everything she says? And I'm like, sort of. And then like,
When it involves tree cum.
yeah, definitely. And so, but later in the year, I feel like revenge was,
Had been had.
played out on her, not through me, but somebody else like through something, or something happened to where like her cornea got like sliced, and there was like blood and stuff. So
She still can't see.
You're right.
she's
That's
fine.
hilarious.
She's fine now. She's a doctor now, but
I don't
a
know
tree-
how it
she's
happened,
wildly
but it
successful.
happened.
Somebody.
But
Somebody
God,
slit her cornea.
God
Somebody slit her- yeah.
exacted revenge.
Right in the corner.
Right in the cornea. All right.
Fuck your cornea, Jennifer.
Me, tree comes.
Hey, Kevin, do you know how to do Dr. Know-It-All? Do you know how to host for that?
I can figure it out.
Just one word at a
Do you wanna
time.
host
Dr.
it?
Know-It-All
Yeah,
knows
we'll
it
be-
all.
Sure. You guys
Dr.
will be
Know-It-All.
Dr. Know-It-All?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have a very special guest with us tonight. Dr. Know-It-All is here. He's going to answer all of your questions. Why don't you give us a little greeting, Dr. Know-It-All?
Hi,
How?
Are.
You.
tonight.
I am well. Thank you for asking. So we're going to get some questions from God, although he should have the answers, but we'll see if Dr.
I work
Know-It-All.
in mysterious ways.
So God, do you have a question, maybe like a relationship question?
Can I also pose, like, I just want, like, an earpiece of Wesley God at all times.
Yeah. In everything I do.
In everything I do, yeah. When I'm
He
showering.
could be Siri
In
on
all
my phone.
things.
Hey, 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 hey.
I'm sorry, what was the question for God?
Like a relationship question.
What do you do when she doesn't text you back?
Ooh, that's a good one. Dr. Know-It-All, what do you do when she or he does not text you back?
Text
Her?
Back.
Immediately.
1,000.
Times.
Or
You.
Just.
Break?
her.
Knees.
Okay. Okay. So you just get really clingy, really needy, and then you just turn violent. I think.
Repeat the question first. Remember?
Repeat the question before he goes. So
Oh.
if it's like a... We'll just do that. So like...
little trick.
You'd like
Yeah,
to
yeah.
state it in your answer.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's like you want to text them.
Right.
Or if they don't, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Right.
yes. Next
Okay,
one, God.
that's a good question. God, how about a question, maybe something current going on in our country right now, like politics or healthcare?
You guys are
Uh,
fucked.
What will the final draft of the Republican healthcare bill entail?
Oh, Jesus.
Sounds like a
Okay.
good one.
What will the final draft of the Republican healthcare bill entail?
The
Final
Draft.
Of
the
Republican
Health.
care.
bill
will
Entail.
Many
people
will
Right.
letters.
because
you
Have.
No.
insurance
at
All.
People.
will
die.
That's not even funny. It's very true.
Thank you, America.
Write your senators.
This is serious, yo.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
We
really
know it all.
legit.
We'll send this
We like
video
to joke
into.
around, but every now and then we
There's
we
a
get
kernel of
serious.
truth in there
Dead
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
This podcast will be the tipping point.
Yes.
What are we
Mr.
doing?
Everybody-
Everybody's gonna start writing their senators. Like,
This guy knows it all.
Mr. Trump, Donald, we got this guy, Dr. Know-It-All.
Is he on
He knows it all.
Is he on the internet? He is. Then we're gonna trust him.
Is he on Twitch? And
Let's
Google
get another
Play.
question.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Another question. God, how about a health question?
Healthcare.
No, not healthcare. Like a health question. Like, let's say
We're
like.
gonna die, Kevin. That's
A health
Oh,
question.
I've been trying to decide what kind of protein powder to buy, and I don't want to buy milk protein. What kind of protein should I buy?
Okay. So, what type of non-dairy protein powder would you suggest, Dr. Know-It-All?
You
Should
Buy
a
protein.
powder
that
makes
You
look
younger
and
swole.
it
will
taste
Shitty.
first
but
once
You
gargle
some
in
chocolate.
mouth
then
swallow
It.
the
result
will
Be.
extravagant.
Got a little lost there, and then
Sorry, I got.
What the hell?
Why don't we get the name of it?
What is the name of the product and maybe the tagline?
Okay.
The
Name
Of
The
protein.
is
chocolate.
luxurious.
Vegan.
free.
The
Tagline.
Is.
Chocolate.
luxurious.
Protein
Makes.
Animals.
Swole.
as.
Fuck.
There you go. It's technically for animals.
Thank you. I think that'll be good.
Take
for
it too.
We're animals.
Too, so
We are
it
animals
works.
too, and we
Yeah.
will be swole as fuck by the
You
end of
actually
that.
feed it
fuck.
to the cows.
That's true.
In the
You gotta
cow house.
gargle it, and I don't know what the fuck happened to me too.
I think you said chocolate gargle.
chocolate gargle mouth or something. And I was like, I feel like I'm not paying attention. Where it's like, or for
Korea.
I was having a slight stroke. Yeah.
Chocolate gargle mouth.
You know.
Yeah. Dr. Know-It-All is new to the English language,
yes.
but it's perfect French. So we never got to Kevin. How about you, Kevin? Do you have any experiences as a child that stand out to you?
Like a school
Did
story.
you have
or-
a school story that bleeds into that? Did you ever lick anything weird?
I never did that. I never licked anything weird.
Did he
I
ever
do-
throw your Jigglypuff tape dispenser?
What happened to your Jigglypuff? Do you
My
still have it?
Jigglypuff is still at home and it is in perfect
It's intact.
condition.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody's is.
When I met you, I was like, that dude's Jigglypuff is intact.
It's tight.
Dude's got a
pretty
jiggle,
tight.
and that puff is at home.
No, I do have this one memory. It was in 3rd grade, and it was at recess, and I was playing this game with my friend, and you know that game is like you have like the hook thing and the ball, and then you like throw it.
Oh, highlight.
What?
Highlight.
Okay.
Why are you
Wait,
mad
a
at me?
hook and a ball?
What did I do to you?
Asshole.
Yeah,
I didn't know there was a name. Of course you know.
What is it though? I don't know what it is.
Okay, so
highlight.
it's like a little plastic like hook scoop thing.
Yeah.
That's a scoop.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
think it is.
It's
And you,
highlight,
like,
right?
throw
Yeah.
the- yeah, you like
You
hook
catch
it.
in
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
So
okay,
I was
gotcha.
I was playing with my friend Katie.
You are an asshole.
and so we were trying it. We're like, she turned around and she was gonna do it backwards, like over her head.
Damn, fancy move.
Oh, I know it's
Yeah,
going,
that's
Kevin.
And it came in straight in the nose.
She just hugged her face.
Oh, and then like I could feel like it's like feeling like it's gonna start to bleed. So I just like started walking towards the bathroom, and as I was walking, there was these boys playing Foursquare, and I wasn't watching where I was going, and they didn't see me coming, and then the ball came and it hit me in the nose again.
Oh my
And then
God.
it really started to come
Yeah.
out at that point.
Oh my god.
And they were like, "Oh, sorry, we didn't know." Like, I mean, it was already gonna start bleeding, but that just exacerbated it.
Yeah,
So-
like that
Wait.
didn't help matters.
So wait, did you ever
Nose.
tell anybody about the highlight, or did you just blame it on their ball?
No, my friend ran and got help because she knew that she.
It's like,
okay,
we gotta
okay.
carry him now
Yeah, yeah.
because he's just gonna keep running into every ball everywhere.
Put all the balls away.
Everybody's just
attracted to.
Then the tether ball. No, it was 2 balls. But then I was in the
the
bathroom.
wall ball just starts flying around.
I
didn't even know I was in the way.
It was just like a magnet.
Did you guys
Uh,
ever
That
play
explains
wall
a
ball?
lot.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play wall ball?
Does it?
Love
That explains your social
Wall-Ball.
life.
Oh, you know what? Hey guys,
God's
I'm
a
gonna
fan of
I'm gonna
wall
ask
ball.
God
Speaking
a
of
question.
Foursquare.
I'm gonna ask God a question
kidding.
really fast. Hey God, did you have any stories growing up in Godland about
With the other gods.
with the other gods? Like, did you have any high school or childhood experiences like that?
You don't need to yell.
Yeah.
Please, yeah.
Me and Poseidon we used to be good buds.
Yeah. Well, he's your brother. Yeah.
Yeah. But he got into meth.
Oh my God.
That's why he's not around.
It's a sad story.
Oh, is he? So he's still around? It's just like he's in meth houses, or
Did he die?
Yeah, he's still at the bottom of the sea.
at the bottom
James
he's in
Cameron
the.
has seen him
Oh really?
in his sub.
Did he try to help him out though? Like try and get him clean?
Nah, he just looks like a rock.
Aw.
Poseidon looks
But he
like
doesn't-
Poseidon
a
looks
rock.
like a rock now.
Does he still have a trident?
Well, yeah, but you have to look really close. He's like down to Challenger deep.
Nah.
So
Got
he's
it.
really blended into the mud and all the rocks.
Down there with the heart of the ocean.
Uh-huh.
Titanic.
Yeah, heart of the ocean.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you,
All
God.
right. Got out. Got out a hard out.
Sad story.
Thank you guys so much.
Can't compete with that.
So right now we're going to tell. I'm pretty sure every one of you guys wants to know what sex with us is like. I think we're gonna go ahead and start shutting this down by telling you guys what sex with us is like. Can we just go ahead and get a suggestion, Lord? You already know.
Heavenly Father.
What sex is
What you know what sex with us is like. Can we get an object, something you would find in your kitchen, like a spatula or spoon?
A whisk.
A whisk.
Sex with me is like a whisk. You only it only gets used on birthdays.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Sex with me is like a whisk. It's a little hard to clean sometimes.
Sex with me is like a whisk. It's used to batter my Jigglypuff.
Sex with me is like a whisk. You think that it's going to get better when you stir it, but it's not.
Sex with me is like a whisk. It beats eggs.
Sex with me is like a whisk. I use it to pre-cum.
Oh, thank God that happened. Hey, guys, can we get another suggestion? Maybe like a famous person from history, like somebody like Joaquin Phoenix, or was he a famous person from history? Somebody like
Miley Cyrus.
It goes George Washington
River Phoenix.
and Joaquin Phoenix.
Nobody else.
Can we get like a famous, like a president or something like that? A well-known
Benjamin
president.
Franklin.
Let's do Benjamin Franklin. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So, Benjamin Franklin.
Sex with me is like Benjamin Franklin. It's electric.
Oh,
Yeah, that was mine.
I know
I
you
think that was
took
all
my
of ours.
Sex with me is like Benjamin Franklin. Bifocals are involved.
Sex with me is like Benjamin Franklin. You need a key to my heart.
Sex with me is like Benjamin Franklin's. You gotta have a lot of them to pay for it.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, I saw
Money.
that
This is
upside
money.
$100 bill.
yeah,
$100
yeah.
bill.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sex with me is like Benjamin Franklin. Something about knickers. I don't know.
Knickers. And could you be clear with your word?
Knickers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Such as underwear, British version
we are
of
sponsored by the
underwear.
NAACP,
British version
so,
of underwear.
Yeah, it's an old timey thing. Never mind. God, another one.
Sex with me is wait. I have one more.
There's one
Sex
more.
with me is like Benjamin Franklin. It takes a secret society to get in.
Ooh.
Nice.
Sex with me is like Benjamin Franklin. It's on the money.
Oh.
I thought that was gonna sound better. In my head.
No, it sounded good. I liked it.
I don't know enough about.
Let's go ahead and get Xbox.
Xbox. Xbox is our suggestion.
All right.
Xbox.
Sex with me is like an Xbox. I don't know how that works.
Sex with me is like an Xbox.
I didn't have video games growing up.
Sex with me is like an Xbox. My boyfriend tries to force me to do it.
Oh,
That is
that's a good one.
rapey.
I'm just kidding, guys. He does not.
God,
There's
cut
no
the
rape.
string, cut the string back up.
Sex with me is like an Xbox. Do you like to push my buttons?
Ooh. Sex with me is like an Xbox. It comes with games.
Sex with me is like an Xbox. Pre-cum. Our best improv yet.
Yes. Sex with me is like Xbox. You need to pay for a subscription to play, and I think that's messed up.
Let's see. Sex with me is like an Xbox. No strings attached.
Sex with me is like an Xbox One, long for X-Bone. And it's more of a gamer insider knowledge.
All right, you suggest.
Not my audience. Not my audience.
Give us one more suggestion, and then we're gonna call it on this. I love the click.
What is this called? Those teeny babies. Those stuffed
Beanie
animals.
The Beanie Babies?
Beanie Babies.
All right, Beanie Babies. Sex with me is like Beanie Babies. It comes from McDonald's.
Sex with me is like Beanie Babies. I thought I would get a lot more money from it.
Sex with me is like Beanie Babies retired.
Sex with me is like Beanie Babies for children.
Sex with me is like Beanie Babies. It goes up in value as I get older.
Sex with me is like Beanie Babies. It's for all ages.
Sex with me is like Beanie Babies. My aunt and uncle collect them.
Fuck, that's good.
Sex with me is like Beanie Babies. There were a lot in my childhood bedroom. Just where you keep them? I don't know.
Sex with the childhood
Never
bedroom.
mind.
Sex with me is like Beanie Babies. It's stuffed with beans.
Oh.
Got me. All right, we'll end on that one there.
On
So
that
thank you
note.
guys so much for sticking around for the very first episode of Slut Monkey, the improv podcast.
Can I ask you
Yes.
what you have planned for the future? I mean, we'll probably talk a little bit about after this, but
Yeah,
but,
I
but
would
what
love-
ideas do you have?
Other ideas, I had wanted to do like long form ones too, where it's like where we do a scene, we talk about whatever, and it's like, okay, Dylan. I keep saying, yeah, everybody's Dylan to me.
Nobody
I'm
knows
sorry.
my name.
Everybody's Dylan. So
Especially Dylan.
It's okay.
third Dylan, because he's already Dylan too. So Dylan number 3. It would be like Scott and Dylan do a scene. You guys are in a basement church or something. I mean, you do something like that, and then we could just riff off of stuff like that, or just find other little formats to do where everybody's like in character and the entire time. Like we do stories
okay.
based on these characters. Like there's thousands of ideas. If you guys have any other suggestions, something you want to pitch into there, throw it in the comments below, and like we could definitely get around to doing something. Or if you guys have anything in particular you want to work out, because I really like doing the short form games because I feel like you don't have to do much, but I would like to do some other things of like slow-mo Olympics where it's like, all right, the 2 announcers are right here, and then we have a camera right there, and we watch the performers do slow-mo because you don't have to go crazy out of frame or anything
right,
like
right.
that.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
Yeah, I really like the idea of like us like hearing stories of Jess beating the shit out of her mom or whatever.
yeah,
it is. And then us
yeah.
acting it out. Or,
Yeah,
or
we could
riffing
even
off
do
of it.
scenes based off that.
Yeah.
Like where we like
Yeah.
interview, like maybe we get somebody here like
Yeah.
from like City College or
Right.
from
Yeah.
the show, and we'll like interview them, and then we'll do a series of scenes based on
Right.
Yeah,
that. something
or like
that.
baby
That's fun.
baby Kevin that just hates everything.
Yeah. He's
I
trying to
hate
smother
babies.
his baby.
Especially baby.
And all you babies, you go to hell.
You got nothing going for you.
So thank you everybody to my guests. We got Kevin. Do you want to plug anything, Kevin?
No.
All right. How about you, Jess?
I will eventually have some sort of a shopping show or
Ooh.
something of my own that Color Circuit will help to produce, but it will not be part of Color Circuit. But eventually. So
So
Stay tuned for
Stay
that.
tuned for that. Jessica's Home Shopping Network. Scott, how about you?
Nothing really now. Just keep on watching Color Circuit. That's my bread and butter.
Yeah.
That's how I pay the bills. Coming up tomorrow, we have an episode of Ludum Tempest where we are playing. What's the game we're playing?
We're thinking about playing Lords of Vegas.
Lords of
Really
Vegas.
fun game. It's
Yeah.
like a million times better than Monopoly, but same idea.
like with
Cool.
casino vibes.
Yeah, casino stuff.
very good.
We'll see. We'll see if we end up playing that. And then Friday, Kendra and I are having our first podcast. What's it called, Jessica?
It's called Chuckle Fuckers.
Oh, no, I think she's changed it to singular.
Singular,
So,
Chuckle
which
So-
one's
Fucker.
the Chuckle Fucker? Is it you or?
well,
Whoever
you could
speaks
probably
first
guess
is a chuckle.
Tune in to find out.
who the Chuckle Fucker is, and
could be both
we'll
of
be
them,
interviewing.
but-
Yeah, we'll be interviewing stand-ups and comedians as they pass through a little old Albuquerque. So that'll be really fun.
That sounds awesome. So
Yeah.
a special thank you to Dylan, my co-host here. That's what you wanted to plug that. He just wanted to leech your plug off of that. Okay,
I got
cool.
nothing else.
How about, hey, Lord? Do you want to plug anything?
Lord West.
Yo, yo, yo!
Thank you so much, God, for being the producer and also for creation and all,
Yes.
for life.
Creating
Do you
all our
want to,
suggestions.
yeah, and creating all our suggestions and all our fun memories. Do you have anything you want to plug?
Yeah, something's coming to me.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm getting a revelation. I sense a show
Uh-huh.
this Friday, 7:30.
You don't say. What does this show entail?
It has a man
What?
with long, luscious, black hair,
Whoa.
spectacles,
Oh.
a mustache,
Hmm.
and another guy.
Oh.
He's like tall. He has like a beard, sort of,
Wow.
and with hair, sort of.
Sort of. Well, I hope that everybody goes to see that show.
What's that show called?
It's called the Phil and West Show.
What? I think I want to go see that
I
show.
wanna
Sounds
see that.
great.
Where is it
God
at?
endorses it.
The box.
The box.
The box.
Not the Xbox. The box.
The box.
Downtown, right?
Downtown, second and goal, 7:30. It's gonna be fun.
I feel like I can hear it.
Sweet.
Thank you, Lord, so much for everything that you give to us. My name is Phil. Thank you guys so much for coming here. Scene, have a good day. Night. And do we just keep waving?
Yeah.
Is that like Color Circus thing? Is
He
you just
probably
wave
wants some
until you
help.
go?
Do you remember how to do it?
Yeah. Keep waving. Everyone keep waving.
Double waving.
Yeah, I'll just pretend that's my
Jazz
arm.
hands.